Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kelsey's Corner. I'm so excited to have a special guest for you this week. His name is Mr. Colin Dexter, and he's a 21-year-old tribute artist from Jackson, Michigan. Before we get into that, I'll tell you guys a little bit about what's going on this week. So I have found a couple puzzles. I know some of you were worried about me last week because I had mentioned that I was out of puzzles, but fortunately my neighbor brought over some, and we had one shipped to our house, and so I am back in the puzzle making business. I've been running rehearsals online, and I'm starting to do privates over Zoom, and just keeping myself busy, making these awesome videos and getting to interview these amazing artists from all over the country has been so much fun so far. I'm really excited to continue the journey. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest artist for today. His name is Mr. Colin Dexter. He is a 21-year-old tribute artist from Jackson, Michigan. I had the pleasure of meeting Colin about 2 months ago before the quarantine started at the Roundup in Waterford. We performed a big jamboree show. There was a ton of different artists, and I was so happy that I finally got to meet Mr. Colin because I've been following him on his social media page, and he's an awesome performer. I'm so excited to have him here today. He pays tribute to so many different artists such as Elvis, Conway Twitty, Johnny Cash, anything you can think of from the 50s all the way to the 70s. His dream is to one day become a country music recording artist, and I definitely think Colin has what it takes to get there. So without further ado, let me introduce Mr. Colin Dexter. Hey Colin, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
Good. Are you enjoying your time in the quarantine?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of fun, as much as I can.
So we know that you are, a vocalist and musician and stuff. Do you want to tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I used to call myself an Elvis tribute artist, but I do so many other artists now. I just call it tribute artist, Colin Dexter tribute artist. So I do country, I do doo-wop, rockabilly, Elvis, classic rock. So it's a lot of fun.
So along with performing by yourself, you also perform with the band, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
We're called Colin Dexter and the Memphis Thrillbillies. I also am going to be in a Beatles band after this whole quarantine thing goes away. So that's a lot of fun. My main band that I'm with right now, we do rockabilly. And I know you know what that is, so I'm not going to sit here and explain it. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. So.
Along with doing, Elvis and rockabilly and stuff like that, what other genres do you do live?
Well, I do the classic rock. I try to fit everything from the 50s to at least the late 70s in the genres of music, because that's kind of the best eras of music, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So.
What's your favorite type of music to play?
Oh, jeez. That's a big question because I love all of it. Honestly, I really like the country stuff. That's probably my favorite. So, yeah.
Do you do any new country, or is it just basically old country, or?
No. All old country. I don't like any of the new stuff. I love all the old stuff.
I feel it.
Oh, yeah. The 90s are okay, but that's as far as I go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, how did you get started in this business, in this industry?
Let's see. I was 13, and I had my first Elvis show in Ionia, which is not too far from me. And I performed with two other Elvis guys, and I only did one song. And after that, I got a bunch of gigs, and that's kind of how it kicked off. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
Into Elvis,
my Nana got me into Elvis when I was 5. So I've kind of had a long history of loving Elvis, and I don't know, just something about him, just his charisma, his just the way he sings and the way he looks, and I mean, it's the hair, the eyes, everything, and it just really just catches you. And I think that's kind of what got me. And then all these other artists who kind of have the same type of, the look, they've got the voice, everything. That's kind of what attracts me to all these other artists, because everybody is so unique, and I just want everybody to remember the good music. And so that's why I do what I do. So
I know you've been going live on Facebook a lot during
yes.
quarantine, keep everyone entertained.
Yes.
How many songs do you know? Like roughly? Like, do you know like a million or?
Honestly, I know about 400 Elvis songs. So, which means all together with all the other stuff, I probably know about 600 maybe. So yeah, I know a lot of songs. Like sometimes I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what song should I do? And I'm just running through all these different songs. I was like, man, I know a lot of different songs. Yeah.
Like, how do you remember them?
Oh, I have no idea. Honestly, once that first note hits, I just know exactly what song it is. I know exactly what the words are, and I just kind of sing it.
Do you ever forget the words?
Oh my gosh. more times than not, I am stumbling over the words. So yes.
Garrett and I were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah, it's terrible.
The worst.
Oh yeah.
Now, I know you have a big social media following.
Yeah.
How do you feel social media has impacted the music industry, like in the recent years?
Wow, that's a loaded question. I think it's a great thing, because now, back, like for the example, like the 50s, they didn't have any kind of social media. You just had records. So with social media, you're able to reach out to more people. And that's kind of the thing that I've discovered. Even today, I have fans over in Ireland who are watching me today. And that just blows my mind, because if it weren't probably for social media, those people wouldn't know who I am, and I wouldn't know who they are. So I think it's had a huge impact on the music industry, and I think it's great. So, yeah.
Let's see. So you said your Nana got you into the Elvis music. Do you have a little story about that?
Yes, I do. When I was 5, like I said, I would watch Elvis movies with her, and we'd listen to Elvis. But she's also the one, I didn't mention this, she's also the one who got me into like the oldies, like the rockabilly and all that other doo-wop stuff. And my papa got me into country, bluegrass, all that other stuff. So they both had a very big influence on me. And also going to church. I love doing gospel music too. So going to church. I started singing at church when I was like 12. I still had like buzz cut short blonde hair, and I was wearing my pants all the way up waist high, and so I was singing these gospel tunes at church, and that's kind of where I got my love for music too. So there's your story. So yeah.
So how involved is your family within your music?
When I first started out, they were pretty involved. They go to my shows every so often. My mom's busy with work, so is my stepdad, and my grandparents come to my shows more often than not. So I'd say they support me pretty good, and they're a good family. So, yeah.
What is something that you think about before you go on stage?
Let's see. Probably, crap, I hope I do a good job. And sometimes I just am excited. So I just, in my head, I'm like, all right, let's go, let's do this, come on. As the time's going by, waiting to get on the stage. And then I get on the stage, and it's just breath of fresh air, and I'm ready to sing. So,
What is one of the biggest shows that you've ever done?
oh, Michigan Elvis Festival. The first year I performed at the Michigan Elvis Festival, there was 7,500 people. So that was like the biggest show I've ever performed. Probably the second biggest would be me and my band did a show at the Saline. I don't know if you know where that's at. It's over by Ann Arbor. It was the Saline Summer Festival, the Salty Saline Summer Festival, whatever it is. And there was like 500 people there. We got the biggest attendance that they had ever had for that little festival. So that was really cool. So yeah, that's.
Okay. What is your favorite Elvis movie?
GI Blues, because no man looks better in a uniform than Elvis did. But no, it's honestly, being serious, it's a great movie. I know on Elvis Radio they've even said that specific movie could be turned into a musical just because of the songs. I mean, the songs are so cute, and it's an awesome movie. So check it out.
I don't know. Do you have any like fun stories or anything?
I I don't know if it's appropriate or not, but you can cut it out if you want. But this one time at a show, I was doing a show it was a birthday party for one of my buddies, and I don't know who it was, but they threw their granny panties at me, and I just did not like it. That was the first time that had ever happened, and I was glad that it was the last. So there's your funny story.
That is a pretty good story.
Yeah. I was pretty shocked. I didn't finish the rest of the song. I forgot what it was. I was in shock.
How old were you?
Oh, man. How old was I?
Yeah.
I think I was 18, so I think I was in the clear for that one. But I do remember when I was 16, I did a show at a care home, and I was walking around handing out scarves. That's when I used to do the jumpsuit. And this little old lady pinched my butt as I was walking by. And all the care workers were like, no, you can't do that to him. I guess she was known for doing that. So that's probably, But I think that's all the fun stories I've got that I can think of.
Now, being such a young performer in this industry, especially doing the type of music genres that you do you feel that it's harder to get, recognized as a serious performer and musician because of your age compared to other people that have been doing it for so much longer?
I don't really think it has anything to do with my age or anything like that, I don't think. But I mean, I think that, it is difficult when you have guys who have been in the business for a little bit longer than what I have. I don't think it's more on your age. I think it's more on the years that you've been doing it. Mm-hmm. So, I see it. It is, I have almost 2,000 people on my fan page. So I am getting recognized in some kind of way. But it is kind of hard, especially for, I try to reach all age groups because I feel like the kids nowadays, I don't know how you like new music or whatever, but I don't care for it. And I think that, kids nowadays, they're going to forget all of that music that their grandparents listened to. And it's such great music, and I don't want anybody to miss out on it. So I think from that standpoint, it does get a little difficult, but I'm just doing my own thing. Just rocking and rolling. That's how you got to do it.
With the exception of Elvis,
mm-hmm.
what other artists do you enjoy performing?
Conway Twitty, George Jones, Eddie Cochran, Carl Perkins, Roy Orbison. I could give you a whole list. Just everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so let's play a game.
Okay.
Do you have any game suggestions?
No. I'm letting you take care of this.
Okay. what's your like knowledge on Elvis trivia?
Pretty good. I'd say pretty good. Let's hope I don't get any of these wrong. That would be embarrassing.
So we're gonna play a game. You have 1 minute to answer some Elvis trivia questions. And you can either answer it or you can say pass. But we're gonna see how many trivia questions you can get right in 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Let me start the timer real quick. What was Elvis's first #1 hit on the U.S. Billboard pop charts?
Heartbreak Hotel.
What single did Elvis record after suing Priscilla for divorce on January 8th, 1973?
Always on my mind. Oh. Dang.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah, could you read the question again?
Yeah, what single did Elvis record after suing Priscilla for divorce on January 8th, 1973? It's either Separate Ways, All Shook Up, or Blue Christmas.
Oh, Separate Ways. Yeah, if I would have known that.
Elvis memorized every line from what George C. Scott movie?
Pass.
What was the name of Elvis's twin brother who died at birth?
Jesse.
What was Elvis's favorite sandwich?
Peanut butter banana sandwich.
How many encores did Elvis usually give?
What was that? Say that again.
How many encores did Elvis usually give?
Man, I've seen this before. It was like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 maybe? Two? No? Lower? 1. 0. None. I don't.
0. I was shocked too at that one. That's why I was like,
None?
that's shocking.
That can't be.
Okay, it's been longer than a minute, but I want to keep going because there's okay. What was Elvis's mansion called? Graceland. Or why was Elvis's
Why was it called Graceland?
Yeah, I can't read.
I'm pretty sure the owners before the house named it that. I think.
Okay, I'll give you 4 options.
Okay, give me 4 options.
His name was Grace. His favorite actress was Grace something. It cut off the rest of her name. His favorite song was Amazing Grace, or it was originally a church.
The first one.
His mother's name was Grace?
Yeah.
Nope.
What is it?
It was originally a church.
What?
Yeah. It's called Graceland because it was originally a church. Weird.
That would make sense.
Church.
Yeah.
What Elvis hit single was based on an 1861 classical piece entitled Aura Lee?
Oh, I know this one. Oh my gosh.
You want me to give you options?
Yeah, if you could.
Hard-Headed Woman, Are You Lonesome Tonight, Love Me Tender, or Don't Be Cruel?
I'm just going to say Love Me Tender.
Yeah. Which of the following did Elvis earn in 1960? A pilot's license, high school diploma, black belt in karate, or a master's degree in philosophy?
Black belt in karate.
Yeah. Okay, last one. This is so easy.
Okay.
What was the name of Elvis's daughter?
Lisa Marie Presley. There you go.
Yeah.
Yay.
That was fun.
That was fun.
A minute, but that was fun because you knew the answers.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, definitely some stuff I didn't know in there.
Well, apparently me too. Well, all right.
I would say you could give me trivia questions, but I don't really know what you would trivia me on.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm on my phone, so I don't have anything else like you do.
And I don't really know, I would say Brenda Lee or Connie Francis, but I don't know any I don't know like a ton of facts about it.
Yeah, I don't either, really.
Yeah. Like Elvis is definitely more mainstream.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, yes. All
yeah.
right, cool.
Really cool. I think we're
All
good.
right. Cool.
It's good. Yeah.
Hey, it was good to see you too. Hope we can get right back out there and start performing again here soon.
Yeah, I want to do Cascade Falls.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Legit, me and Garrett, I think it'll be so much fun.
I really do too.
Work on it.
Yes, I agree. All right.
Okay, doke. I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds great. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
From Jackson, Michigan, with Rip It Up, here is Colin Dexter.
Saturday night, I just got paid. My money don't try to save. My heart says go, go. Have time. Saturday night, baby, I'm real. I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna rip it up. Have a ball tonight. Well, I got me a date and I won't be late. I picked her up in my 88. She ain't going down by the social hall.
The show today. We definitely were mixing things up with the Elvis trivia. You might see some more Elvis trivia on Facebook just because it's so much fun, and Colin definitely knows his stuff. I don't know if I know as much as Colin does, but I knew a few of those answers in there. I can't wait for you guys to tune in next time. I have another special guest artist waiting for you next week. I'm having a blast doing this, and again, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything, I'd love to hear them. You can message me on my website, KelseyRoseRocks.com, or on my Facebook pages, Kelsey Rose Music and Dance, or my personal page, Kelsey Rose. I'd love to keep in touch with you all, and if anyone has any requests on games we can play or questions that you want to know about different artists, let me know. I'm totally open for suggestions all the time. And I'd like you guys to be able to be involved as much as I am, because this is so much fun, and it's just me in my kitchen here. So if anyone else wants to jump in with any questions that you guys may have, feel free to comment. And yeah, I will see you all next week. Make sure to tune in for another special guest. And yeah, see you guys later.